else you want to say? Yeah, like
Keep the dislikes up.
And welcome to our State Cup final edition of Two Shiny Domes. We have the domes shined up and coming to you from our Midtown studios here in beautiful Midtown Sacramento. I'm Shiny Dome number 1, Mark Torgerson.
Number 2, Ron Benjamin.
Before you say your name, Ron, it's called an
Thanks.
introduction. And we're here to talk all things that are wrapping up soccer in Northern California, our exciting weekend of our State Cup finals. Just got through a long tryout session, and we'll touch on the rainout that was the NPL showcase. Ron, what's standing out for you, and what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, the best of the best are made their way to the finals at CRC. Looking forward to a fantastic weekend. We got some great matchups that we'll break down in a little while.
One of my favorite weekends of the year, the fields and the venue at Casumas is top notch. Probably the most difficult year I think we've ever had in terms of getting games in with all the smoke and then a complete downpour, record-breaking amounts of rain in May, which just caused havoc for us and everything else. But all the teams you'll see at Casumas persevered through all of that, won all their matches, and will appear and fight for a State Cup final on Saturday and Sunday over at, again, Casumas River College.
In addition to the State Cup finals, we will also be making our predictions of the Premier Cup, which will also be played this weekend at CRC.
So Premier Cup would be 8th place, essentially. No, 33rd place.
33rd.
Think like
About
Europa
right.
League.
Think Europa League, which, by the way, finalists today, Chelsea Arsenal. If anybody's watching, which I will be, 12 o'clock, 11:45 or something today. So we'll break down even the Premier Cup games for you, along with the state divisions. So good luck to everybody playing. Congratulations to all those players that managed to get showcased and sign with colleges. Getting smoked out in the fall and then rained out in the spring is tough in terms of getting out there and getting seen. But obviously there's been plenty of talent here in Northern California, and I'm sure the colleges will reap the benefits for those that brave the absolute downpour on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And
We had a
watch the
record.
games.
Yeah, we had a record. I believe over 175 coaches pre-registered.
Wow.
And then we had 107 coaches on Saturday at the event, and the Davis complex was littered with coaches everywhere you walked. There was coaches watching games, and it was a great event, even though we didn't get into Sunday, but the Saturday was definitely fruitful for the players and the teams.
It's too bad. It's usually one of the nicest weekends we ever host an
Yeah.
event, right?
Yeah,
It's usually
totally.
the weather's perfect, but Mother Nature had other ideas, and it was cold and rainy out there. Holy
was.
cow. It's just
We'll have to get Jay to put some of the pictures on this episode of the fields on Sunday and how waterlogged they were. It was
they were waterlogged.
It was amazing.
And then we went out there to break everything down on Sunday morning, and it was still pouring down, right? It
Yeah.
was just miserable. Like
Yeah.
our hands were just so cold trying to take all the pop-ups and everything down. So we said, forget it. Let's go get some breakfast.
Stoppelman was the man.
That's right. Big thanks to John Stoppelman and his crew, because that was it's a lot of work to put up, and it's even a lot of work to take down when it's even more work to take down when it's that cold and that
Right.
rainy out there. And then you got to dry everything out too. You can't just put it away because it'll come back with a lot of mold on it.
Yeah, no question about it.
So we'll be right back to break it down with the State Premier Finals, State Cup Finals, and the Premier Cup Finals taking place at Casumas this weekend. And welcome back. Let's break it down with our State Cup Finals preview, the final matches, which I will get 100% right. Ron will get 100% wrong. And Evan will probably be taking a nap somewhere.
Hey, congratulations to Evan Ream, though. He's actually made it into work 2 days in a row now. 2 episodes, 2 shows in a
That
row.
is,
It's amazing.
that's impressive.
It's amazing.
That's, the standard we set with today's youth. You show up to work is like a amazing thing.
Yeah,
Like, not if you did a good job, you just have to show up.
pretty simple.
But when you set your own standard so low, it's easy to exceed that standard.
That's true. All right.
You know, it's like the kid in the back when you're doing fitness. Like, he'll just do the first like mile or whatever you're running, like really really slow, and then the last lap will like sprint, and you go, wow, that guy really was really good. Well, he just wasn't doing any work.
Well, that's because he was hiding around the bushes
yeah, exactly,
and the far bend.
trying to make himself look good.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. U14 boys. We have IR Academy seeing Sac United. Sac United should be coming in as the favorites with their pedigree in the NPL 1 compared to the state premier championship level that IR Academy is in. Both sides have been pretty impressive this far. Why don't you run through the road?
IR Academy started out in the round of 32 with a 2-1 win over Diablo. A 4-0 win over Cal Odyssey followed that. 2-1 over Blues in the quarters. 2-1 over Atletico in the semi. And they will play Sac United at 10:40 at Casumna. Sac United a 2-1 winner over San Jose Earthquakes. 3-2 over Elite Soccer. 3-2 over MVLA Pumas. And 2-0 over Davis Legacy, which was a poorly managed match by the coach of Davis Legacy, who should have brought in a few more players and didn't, and should be in this final, but is not. That's the way it works.
All right, well, our predictions, neither one of us had anybody in this final, so who are you going to pick to win this matchup, IR Academy or Sac United?
I'm going to take IR Academy.
All right, I will take Sac United.
Traitor.
All right, moving on to the...
By the way, that final is at 10:40 on 5. And people disagree with my pick already, but I'm going to prove them right.
All right, on to the U15 boys. We've got ECFC United versus San Juan. There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the San Juan boys. We haven't picked them, and they keep winning.
You know what they're hoping? They're sitting there watching, saying, "Please don't pick us," because as soon as we pick them, they're going to lose.
I know.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right, so we've got both teams coming out on fire, so can you give us the road on this one?
In round 3, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, it must be the round of 32 or something similar.
Yeah.
They were 3-1 winners over MVLA, 5-1 over Marin Blue, 1-0 over Woodland in the controversial Thursday night game because they didn't have enough players playing the weekend. And then I got to be honest, a pretty impressive 5-2 win in Merry-Grone against Manteca, where they will play MCSECF, something like that wrong, MCSECFC United 04B. Say that 5 times fast. I believe that's our defending champion, isn't it?
No, defending finalist. Manteca was the defending champion, and San Juan beat them.
Upset by San Juan 5-2.
Anyway, in round 3, I'm just going to call them ECFC. 3-0 over Sporting, 4-1 over Cal Odyssey, 2-0 over Diablo, and a 4-1 win over Santa Rosa in the semi. 12:50 on Casumnas River number 5.
The San Juan boys will be very happy that I am going to take ECFC. It was my pick to win the championship from the beginning. You, on the other hand, did not have either one of these teams in the final, so who's your pick?
ECFC.
Scoreline?
4-0.
Oh boy, here come all the thumbs down once again. All right, going in.
Played out. Remember says it's played out.
Going into the U16 boys, we've got Turlock and Heritage. They both sit near the top of their respective tables. Turlock's 3 points off the table lead in the Champions League, and Heritage have the same margin between them and first place Star Academy in the NPL 1. What do you got for our roadmap there?
Well, I can tell you the very first team they beat was Placer. 2-1. Moved on 2-1 over Santa Clara Sporting, 1-0 over East Bay, 4-3 over Napa, which I think was a little bit of an upset.
That's penalties.
In penalties. I don't like got soccer.
Yeah.
Why can't they put penalties on there? So 3-3, Heritage won, 4-3 in penalties. Turlock were 1-0 winners over Atletico. That was a big round 3 game. 2-1 over Force Academy, 2-1 over Union, 3-0 over MCS ECFC United 03s, and they will play at 10:20, Casumnas 5, Turlock, and Heritage.
That Union game was also penalties.
Which game was that?
Union. Yeah, it's penalties.
All right, well, I've got Turlock was my favorite to win this state cup.
I think one of us had Union that time, wasn't it? That game? That big
I
Union?
believe that was you. So you have no one in the final here that you've selected, but I'm taking Turlock to beat Heritage. Who are you going with?
Well, you took Turlock. I got to make some points up, so I'll take Heritage.
There we go.
Cinderella run. I should get a bonus point if they get that.
Actually, you only get the points if you actually called the game. So you don't really get...
They have no side bets going on right now?
No.
Oh, it's not as much fun then.
Going for the double steak and lobster dinner. All right, on to the U17 boys. We've got San Juan versus Cal Odyssey.
San Juan in there again?
San Juan's in there again. Defending champions Cal Odyssey will look to make it 2 in a row, facing a very strong San Juan side. Both participate in the Champions League. Cal Odyssey had a 1-0 win during the Champions League. Give us the roadmap for these two teams.
San Juan, coached by Derek Evans, he can certainly pull some wins off. He knows how to do that. They were 5-0 winners over North Coast in round 3, 3-1 over Turlock in the round of 16, 2-1 over PAC San Jose, and 1-0 over a pretty good Santa Clara Sporting team.
That was penalties.
That was penalties.
That was
yeah.
penalties too. It'd be nice if, again, Got Soccer could denote that on here. Cal Odyssey, on the other hand, 1-0 over Manteca, 2-0 over Marin, 3-2 over Sencal, 4-1 over Ballistic. They will play San Juan 12:40 on Casumas River College, number 5.
All right, who's your choice to win this game? Neither one of us had a team in the final.
Well, I just gave Derek a lot of credit for getting this team there, but I'm going to pick against him. Cal Odyssey wins 2-0.
Good props to Derek, though. He's always around in the late rounds, isn't he? I am also going to be going with Cal Odyssey to win the U17 boys final.
That's the team that doesn't like you guys.
That's fine. Yeah, we had a nice conversation with them at the showcase.
Probably need to narrow that down a little bit, though.
Fair.
All right, U19 boys. We've got this is going to be a good match.
I like how Cal Odyssey doesn't like us. They haven't had a good team in 12 years over there. Now they get one, and it's like,
Yeah.
Fresno, and you can't get a good team out of it. It's bigger than anybody else around here.
All right, U19, Santa Clara Sporting versus Atletico.
I'm pretty sure I called this one. Santa Clara Sporting.
Let's talk about that after.
Is this the 0001s or the 01s 00?
This is the 0001s. I believe that they knocked out their 0100 team earlier in the
This
tournament.
is almost the only more confusing name than this one was when Sac United Red was actually the second team at Sac United. And didn't tell anybody that suddenly Red, because they had the academy, that was the first team. Please never have one team, your first team, red, and then the same color be it your second team.
It's not a very good idea.
It just throws confusion all over. Yeah.
All right, well, both these groups have had really good state cup runs.
Remember the days Foster was at Premier and Elite? Like nobody knew what that was.
Hey, you guys, that was like 4 shows ago. You hammered us. Might as well bring somebody else into the mix.
And they had different colors that they used to wear red.
It was a good time for us.
Who changes their colors? It's just like sacrilegious.
All right, moving on. Both Santa Clara and Atletico going in really good state cup form. Why don't you give us the road for both teams?
Santa Clara 4-1 over North Stars, which I just found out still exists. Santa Clara 3-1 over Sac United, which is a no-brainer. 3-0 over Placer, another no-brainer. And 3-0 over Palo Alto. They will play Atletico in the final, who are
Man,
two.
that's a lot of goals scored for those guys.
You know what's great about Atletico is they take all of Santa Rosa's players. Santa Rosa United.
Yeah.
So I like about them the best.
Yeah, biggest up-and-coming club in the North
Oh,
Coast.
hey, Andy, what's going on?
Don't even post.
Atletico 5-2 winners over Cal Odyssey, 5-0 over San Juan, 5-0 over Breakers. They're hammering everybody. And their final will be Sunday, June 2nd, 3 o'clock on Casumas River, number 5.
All right, so both of us had picked Atletico to win the championship, so we'll be staying true to that. Unless you want to...
Oh, I got Santa Clara. I think I already picked them.
No, you picked Atletico. Both of us picked Atletico to win the championship.
Oh.
So are you going to go with Sporting now?
Well, we're not playing for anything, apparently.
We are now. Oh my gosh. See, you're so far behind that you can't keep up with this stuff. All right. Moving on to the girls' side, we got Marin FC in San Francisco.
I'll say it's my pick. Atletico. Would you make a pick for me?
Yeah, that was boring.
Like you know?
All right, U14, Marin FC, San Francisco Elite.
I like how everybody's an expert after the picks are already out. They go, no, I told you.
Yeah,
You
totally.
don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, totally.
We know that.
Both these teams met early in the Champions League, with Marin coming out with a 3-0 victory. So should be an interesting match. This is going to be a really good match for the weekend. So can you break us down here, Marin FC and SF Elite on their road?
I can. Marin will start off with them. They were 2-0 winners over MVLA 05 White, 3-1 over San Jose Earthquakes, 2-0 over our friends at Cal Cougars, 1-0 over San Juan Spirits. Was that a little bit of an upset or not? No? Guess not. That San Juan team's good, though.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
And San Francisco Elite, they were 1-0 over PSV Union, 1-0 over Union Sacramento, 2-0 over Ajax, and they will play at 10:40. Yet to concede a goal in knockout rounds, Girls games are on field number 4, 10:40 on Saturday. Marin versus San Francisco Elite. I was going to say maybe San Francisco is going to struggle with the heat, but I guess Marin's kind of in the same boat.
Exactly.
They both
same
might struggle
boat.
with the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be too hot, but still a little bit of a shock for those coming from the frigid temperatures of San Francisco.
And neither one of us had either of these teams in the final, but I will take Marin FC to win the State Cup championship.
That's a shocker. I will too.
All right, moving on to the U15 girls. I think this is probably going to be one of the matches of the weekend for sure. Clovis and Marin FC. Marin FC's got two girls teams actually they have 3 girls teams in the State Cup final this year. Clovis looked to get a little bit of revenge on defending champions Marin FC, and I think they're coming in a little bit better form. Why don't you go through the roadmap for both these teams?
Clovis, which is being taken over by our friend Eric Farfan. He's going to make an appearance on the bench.
He can only go down.
He can only go down from here, and if they get beat, his presence on the bench is probably going to hold him back. Clovis, with obviously a good team, they were 3-1 winners over San Juan in the round of 16, 5-1 over Santa Clara, and then they barn burner the close game in the semifinal, which just means the parity of this competition on the girls' side is unbelievable. 10-0 winners over Walnut Creek in the semi.
Sounds like someone might have given up.
You think?
Yeah,
I hope that's actually the excuse.
I mean, kick the ball out of bounds. Do what you got to do, but don't get ran by 10. That's tough.
I don't know. Just get 4 players sent off and call the game, or 5.
You only have 6 players. This game is abandoned.
Forfeit 3-0.
There you go.
Can you tell them where to send their mail?
Send your hate mail to twoshinydomes@gmail.com.
They're hating us because they got beat 10-0.
Got to look at yourself in the
And
mirror.
this was a rematch of last year's State Cup final, too.
Yep.
We're in 2-0 winners over Palo Alto, 2-1 over MVLA, 3-1 over Blues. That game is 12:50 Saturday on field number 4.
All right, both of us actually had Clovis and Marin FC in the final. Believe it or not.
We both picked the same.
I don't believe so. I think I had Marin and you had Clovis.
Come on, Clovis. Farfan better get the job done.
All right, moving on to the U16 girls. We've got San Juan South versus CCSA. CCSA was in the State Cup final
Defending champion.
last year and defending champions. San Juan South has made a nice little run. Why don't you give us a breakdown on their road?
That's all you got for the preview?
Yep.
Nice. So when we pull it up, let's go with Central Cali first, Central California Alliance. All the Fresno teams seem to be making a pretty good run here. But
CCSA is in the Champions League and San Juan South is in the MPL 2. So pretty interesting how that worked out. You get from 2 different spectrums and they're meeting up in the final. Anything can happen in the Cup.
CCSA 2-1 winners over Folsom, 4-1 over Palo Alto, 2-1 over OV Toros, and in the semi 4-3 penalties or not? Penalties.
Both these games, semifinals, are penalty wins.
So 3-3, and Central California wins the shootout. Kicks from the mark, as the referees like to call it.
Shootout.
San Juan South, I won't venture to say this is their first team ever in the final.
Yep.
Sounds about right. Alex Barajas' team. 3-2 over Cal Odyssey, 3-2 over MVLA, 2-1 over Santa Clara Sporting, and then a 2-2 draw, a penalty shootout win against West Coast. 10:20 on Sunday, June 2nd, San Juan South versus Central Cal Alliance Girls 16 State Cup.
You had CCSA winning the whole thing, so you're in good shape. I did not have a team in the final, but I will go with San Juan South in the upset over CCSA.
No chance.
We will see. The game must be played. We'll watch it live. You want a little side bet on that?
We're going to watch it live or we're going to watch Liverpool at Tottenham?
I don't know. It depends on what Paul O'Brien's doing. I might be coaching. All right. U17, Vision Academy versus Marin FC. Defending State Cup champion Vision has already wrapped up the Champions League title. These guys have been going back and forth for years. This is going to be a heck of a matchup. They did meet once this season, and it resulted in a scoreless draw. So what's the road look like for both these teams?
Vision. The only thing we're missing is Elk Grove out of this too, huh? It must have got knocked out along the way.
Marin knocked them out 3-1.
Yep.
I think I picked that one too, didn't I? Did you pick Elk Grove in the final? Yeah. Vision 5-0 over Livermore, 3-2 over San Ramon, 2-1 over East Bay, and finally against Marin, who were 1-0 winners over San Jose Surf, 3-1 over Elk Grove Ormsby. There you go, and 3-0 over your Placer United. 12:40 on Sunday. Vision O2 Academy versus Marin O2 Blue, field number 4.
All right, I had Vision in this final, but you, on the other hand, did pick correctly Vision and Marin FC being in the final.
Marin wins it.
Marin wins it?
I'm calling
That's
it.
what you're saying?
I'm calling it 2-0.
2-0?
Yep.
Vision.
Marin's good.
Yeah, Marin is good.
That's a good team.
It's a really good team. I'll go with Vision just to go against you. No offense.
You have no teams in the final?
How
am I still losing this? I gotta count these up. It seems a little weird. I'm always one behind.
7-6, man. 7-6. All right.
I got a chance to make up there, right? I mean, I should already have an extra point.
No. Teams in the final. We'll do all of that once the finals are completed.
Well, you can't get any more points on age group. I can get another point, right?
There you go. All right. It's 7-6 right now, going into the final.
Who counts this? Two tallies.
All right.
Yeah, he does.
Jason Drury, head of competitions, will be doing the final tally at the end of the cup. All right, U19.
You work for him, though. I don't think that's a conflict of interest.
Sac United.
You could probably slip in a little hundy on
and Clovis Crossfire. 7 points separate Sac United and Clovis in the Champions League, both completing their seasons. They met once this season with Clovis.
Wait, is this real? Sac United is in the final?
Oh, man. Hey, Shaky, or daughter of Shaky, you call Torgerson this time, okay?
No, Ron, we're doing the state finals.
This is the state finals. All right. Clovis coming up with a 2-1 win, but don't count Sacramento United out.
Can you imagine?
Winning a couple of one-goal victories.
On Sula's face right now?
No, he's not happy. He's not happy.
I think he's on his way over here right now.
Well, you know, Shaky's probably like, yeah, pick against him. Then they'll win.
No, they're not going to win. Anyway.
Needless to say, I didn't have Sac United in the final, and neither did you, but you didn't have Clovis, but I did. So I am taking Clovis with my original pick, and you are going to have to take Sac United and repair all those relationships with the Sacramento United club.
Sac United 3-0 winners over San Bruno Lauren, 3-0 over MVLA White. What teams are in these? 3-2 over Livermore, and 2-1 over Series Earthquakes FC Elite NPL. Clovis with a much tougher path to the final. By the way, according to Got Soccer, ranked number 1 nationally.
Globally. With the new Got Soccer global rankings.
I don't have a global rank for this one. 5-1 over Sencal, the Derby, in round of 16.
No, that was CCSA.
Yeah.
Not Sencal. CCSA.
It's not the same thing. Central Cal, Sencal. 7-0, barn burner over Cal Thorns Academy 2. And 3-0 over Diablo. And that leads us to the late Sunday game, 3 o'clock. Sac United 0-1 G Red versus Clovis Crossfire 0-0 G Blue NPL. Field number 4.
Let's go, Clovis.
That breaks it down. Our state finals. Who am I picking? Well, I'm going to take Sac United. Upset alert.
Even though you don't think that they're going to win. That's pretty lame.
We're going to agree with you and say Clovis is going to beat them 5-0?
Just to make the Sac people angry.
I think Clovis is going to win 5-0, but I'm picking Sac United.
There we go. All right, we'll be back.
Getting back on their good side.
We'll be back with the lightning round.
Actually, we'll be back with the Premier Cup picks, but
that's going to be
the lightning round. If you would have been in the pre meeting here, you would have known that.
Well, that would require me to be in the preview, right?
And be on time. 2 shiny domes. Back in a moment.
Great sign off. And we're back with our world famous lightning round. We're going to break it all down to you in a slightly extended as we do the Premier Cup picks as well, which games will take place at CRC this weekend. Evan, shoot us the questions.
All right, so if we're starting off with Premier Cup picks, which, like Mark said, will also be at Casinos River College. So U14 boys, Ceres Earthquake versus Stanford SC. Who you got?
Series.
Stanford. Series probably has some players suspended.
All right. U15 boys, Napa United against Placer United.
Placer.
Napa, no brainer.
Yeah, Napa's got to be the pick.
Yeah.
All right, U16 boys, CV Surf against FC Sporting.
CB Surf.
Sporting. I pick them every time they've lost, so you guys need to win one for me.
U17 boys, San Jose Earthquakes against Saxel California North Stars.
Saxel. No one calls it Saxel. They just call it North Stars, Evan.
All right,
I'm going with the Quakes.
Well, I'm going to take the Quakes, too, because I believe it's their last game under the Earthquakes moniker. Is that right? Who knows? That's the rumor, anyway.
U19,
Do your club proud.
U19 boys, Santa Clara Sporting against Walnut Creek.
Sporting.
Yes, Sporting.
Yeah.
U14 girls, IR Academy against, I'm not sure what this other club is. It says Placer, but that can't be right.
Easy. Placer.
Doesn't IR have that one really good kid or two really good kids that ended up leaving? No, I make that up.
Yeah, you made it up. But you're taking IR. All right, U15s.
U15 girls, Granite Bay FC against Cal Magic.
Cal Magic.
Who? Granite Bay FC. Cal Magic. I don't know who Granite Bay FC is.
U16 girls, some Davis team against Union City Premier. Davis
Is this
Legacy?
the Silver Cup?
Davis Legacy?
Davis White.
You're picking
Are you going to make fun of it? Then are you going to pick them?
Yeah, we'll pick them.
I'll take Davis, too.
U17 girls, San Carlos United against Central California Soccer
Is that the San Carlos Waves? We're taking the San Carlos Waves.
Like
Central Cal.
Central Cal.
It's called CCSA.
Lastly, U19 girls, CV Surf against San Juan South.
CB Surf.
Is that a derby?
Yeah.
Stockton derby? Oof. San Jose, San Juan South. San Jose South.
Okay, I have CB Surf. You have San Juan South. All right.
Nick, make sure you sign off though. All right. We got two Shiny Domes sideline reporter Evan Ream here with Nick. Nick, what do you think of the two Shiny Domes?
Respect them and don't make the best decisions on their predictions, but they have a good job. They do what they need to do.
So I hear that they predicted you guys to lose 6-0 today in a game that's going to be about 50 minutes from now. What do you think is going to happen?
We're going to win 6-0.
6-0?
6-0.
All right, you heard it here first. Signing off. Two Shiny Domes.
Yeah.
All right, two Shiny Domes sideline reporter Evan Ream here with California Odyssey, the U17. They just won a game 4-1 against Ballistic. They're in the final. Last year they won in the final, though only on penalties. I think two Shiny Domes picked against you guys. What do you guys think about that?
Every single game they pick
last
against
year
us.
they picked us to lose.
They're not even out here today.
They're hiding. They're
They're scared of you guys?
I think
they're just Central Valley haters.
They are. They hate the Valley.
If you could speak to them right now, what would you say?
We don't like them. Yeah, keep picking against us.
we love them haters.
You heard it here first. Evan Ream signing out. Two Shiny Domes sideline reporter Evan Ream here. Not really sure what I'm doing. Hi, you're on Heritage. You just won.
Yeah,
Tell me.
Two Shiny Domes, you were wrong. We beat Napa 3-2 on penalties. That's how it's done.
Fair enough. Sign out.
Good. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
You got anything else you want to say? Yeah, like
Keep the dislikes up.
San Juan South. All right.
Next question. So, you guys have gotten some notoriety over the past couple of weeks, but not necessarily in the good way. Our last episode had 10 likes, about 1,000 views, but 26 dislikes, and one user named Scooter_Bluecar wrote in, "The Domes thing is kind of played out. Just saying." How do you guys respond to this?
Famous man once told me, as long as they're talking about you. Doesn't matter if
Exactly.
it's good or bad.
Exactly. That's good.
And I guarantee Scooter is glued to his screen right now, wanting some more information.
Absolutely.
I love how people talk and don't put their name down. Hide behind them.
Scooter.
What do you call it? I don't know what you call it. Moniker?
Yeah, whatever.
No, we all. Go ahead.
So approximately 1,000 views per show. I think our thumbs down started when we started making our state cup predictions.
He's probably on a San Juan team that's going to get beat 5-0 in the final. But it's all right.
We've got the 04 and the 02 San Juan boys that have completely lobbied against us, and we're assuming that that's a majority of the thumbs down.
Did you see the video where they're all
Oh yeah,
showing us their hair?
shining
I was
up
just
their
thinking,
domes.
hey, when I was your age, son, I had a full head of hair. Half of you are going to be losing it very soon.
Hey, you know what?
Better embrace the dome.
Hey, why don't you guys shave your heads, 04s, and really show us up. Shave the heads before the final, and then you can rub those shiny domes.
At this point,
Challenge.
we've either inserted or played some videos already of many people complaining about you, so we'll see how that goes. All right,
talking.
In about 3 hours, by the time you see this video, this game will be over, but in about 3 hours, Arsenal is playing for a Champions League spot because they're playing Chelsea in the Europa League final. And who you guys got, Arsenal or Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Arsenal.
No. Chelsea's too good. Arsenal's shambles.
Just going against you.
I know you are.
In shambles.
Possibly Hazard's last game. I think he destroys Arsenal in Baku, Azerbaijan. What a place to play there.
What's that on FS1 today at 11:45?
12.
It is not. It's on not FS1. It's on TBS or TNT. TNT.
Europa League final.
And Saturday, during some more important games, some State Cup finals, there is the lowly Champions League final where Tottenham will be looking for maybe their first title ever against 5-time Champions League winners Liverpool. Who you guys got?
Well, I would have preferred if Jason Drew would have called up UEFA and worked something out that the games weren't going to be at the same time. It
Totally. Brutal.
Been great. I mean, I know Paul O'Brien wishes the same thing too.
Absolutely.
Liverpool crushes them 3-0.
Well, I think Liverpool's going to win. I'm going to take Tottenham just so we have some other things to argue about this weekend.
Tottenham should have got beat by Ajax.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
True. But they are going to get beat by Liverpool.
All right, we will see.
Actually, last question. I haven't even talked to you guys about this yet. U20 World Cup going on. Who's going to win?
Well, USA came in with supposed to have the best team in their ever and got beat 2-1 by the Ukraine. They bounced back with a 2-0 win over Nigeria. So I'm not going to say the USA is my pick. I watched the Italians the other day. Yeah, I'm going to take the Italians. The way they defend is strong.
Seems to be in their makeup within their whole program, right? Strong defending.
Teaching how to defend there.
Yeah. I like Italy as well. I thought that they sat in and looked for counterattacking opportunities, and I'd like to watch some games, and I think they were going to...
You watched a single game.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I will go with the Italianos as well.
Good luck to the U.S. See if they can finish it up, get out of the group, and make a run in the tournament.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Should be. That's what the Academy. They keep telling us supposed to produce some players. We're waiting. Speaking of the Academy, I actually like the Girls Academy now because all your good players come to us.
We'll be back.
Will you?
With our send-off. 2 shiny domes.
And we're back to round it up here on 2 Shiny Domes. Looking forward to this weekend. We are going to be live at the games, announcing the games, and we also have some player and coach interviews for the winners and even possibly the losers this weekend. We also have a very special announcement. Ron, why don't you let us know about that is?
Yes, so for all you haters out there of the 2 Shiny Domes show, we have been invited by 106.5 The End in Sacramento to do a little show with Katie Beers and company over there. Very exciting. And obviously the progress of the show, selling itself, and now we're going to be on the radio. What do you think about that, Torgs?
Well, I think for the viewers that started in our old days of Facebook Live, you knew us first, and when we go big, we won't forget about you.
Exactly. Well, that show will probably be happening in the next couple weeks. We'll let you know. We're just finalizing dates right now.
Looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend. Good luck to all the teams participating. We'll see you at beautiful Cosumnes River College this weekend. 2 Shiny Domes, signing off.